All right, folks, here we are, Justin, back with you today. I have got a beautiful piece here with us. This is an Epiphone. This is the 59 Standard, made in partnership with the Gibson Custom Shop. The Limited Edition 1959 Les Paul Standards Epiphones, recreation of the vintage classic. It does have really nice top on this thing, as you can see in the pictures. BurstBuckers, it's the BurstBucker 2 and 3. Good switches, good CTS pots, Mallory caps. I think that's all the pertinent information for this guitar. I am not a Gibson guy. As you guys see on my channel, I'm more of a Fender and Paul Reed Smith player. As I talked about before in one of the previous videos, started out playing a Tele, went to a Strat, played a Strat for forever, and then got into Paul Reed Smith guitars, and that's sort of where I've stayed for the last, man, probably 15 years or so. I've been a Paul Reed Smith fan. Vacillated between some Teles back and forth depending on what I was doing, but sort of been in that camp. I like the little bit longer neck. I like the balance of those guitars. So that's where I landed. So this is an odd creature for me, even though it's a guitar that's been around forever, and everybody knows exactly what this is when you pull out a Burst Les Paul. And this thing is beautiful. I'm going to be honest with you. It looks really good. Fit and finish is fantastic. If you're checking out my channel, you just saw me do a couple of reviews on the new Paul Reed Smith DGT SE, which is about the same price range as this model. They're both right at $900. The difference in this guitar and the Paul Reed Smith up front is this thing comes with a really nice case. Hard case, got that Gibson look. It's got the pink inside, sort of a classic take on that vintage Gibson thing that they do so well. Let's hear some sounds. So here's some clean tones right here. So one of the things that initially strikes me is the guitar is warm. Up on the neck, it sounds really, really nice. Really sweet, really warm. Very usable. You could do just about anything clean-wise. bridge pickup, I think, needs a little adjustment on height. This is exactly how this guitar came out of the case. But this thing sounds really good. I'm gonna be honest. Overall, the guitar is really balanced. You can get several things out of it, and I like the sound a lot. So one of the initial experiences that I have holding this guitar without a strap in a seated position is it is butt heavy. It wants to fall off my lap, and that's not something I'm used to with a lot of my other guitars. Fender guitars sort of balance right in the middle. Of course, like I said, Paul Reed Smith guitars also seem to balance right in the middle, and if anything, have just a little bit of pressure on the neck. This wants to fall back, and it's uncomfortable to me in that regard. With a strap, you know, not probably an issue, but we don't always, especially in a studio situation, we don't always have that, and I could get used to it. This is my initial review, initial response. So, take one on the clean. Let's add some distortion and kind of get this party going here. So. think the guitar sounds great. It plays really, really good. No fret issues at all. The neck is really comfortable. The one thing about Les Pauls that's a me issue, not a guitar issue at all, but it is the playing position. My hand strikes right here on the, I guess this is the bridge, the tunematic bridge that these things have, and I'm just not used to it. So I'm not a Les Paul player, so I don't have, you know, muscle memory that's conditioned to but guys, this thing sounds really fantastic. If you're looking for a flame top style, you know, vintage inspired instrument, less than $900, you're not going to go wrong with this. I think it's a great package. I think that it's got lots of tones. Guys, I mean, really nothing to be scared of with this instrument. I would say absolutely go for it if it's something that you're into. If you're not a Les Paul player, don't play Les Pauls. I think that's the most honest thing I can tell you about this guitar and my experience is I'm not a Les Paul player and I shouldn't play Les Pauls. I also want to apologize for these giant cans that I'm wearing. Here in the studio, haven't gotten everything worked out 100% for my capture and got everything where it works great, so it was so much easier to just throw the cans on and get my audio reference for the guitar. And it's been fun showing you this guitar. I hope that you enjoyed it. Check out my other stuff, and as always, as everybody else tells you, if you stuck around this long, you know, give me a subscribe, give me a like, and I hate to be that guy, but everybody else does it, and we already know this in the YouTube world. But like, comment, subscribe, to quote the great James May, and we'll hope to see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much.